Hey guys, today I'm going to be making a video on caring for your Chinese water dragon, and he is right here. So I'm just going to tell you guys what I know if you're planning on getting one, or if you have one and you want to care for it properly. So Chinese water dragons live between 10 and 20 years, so be ready for a long-term committed pet. And mine is about 2.5, and he's a verified male, which I'm happy about because when I named him, I was hoping he was a male. The males get bigger than the females. The females get about 2 feet and the males get about 3. And he's still growing because he shedded recently. So if you want a water dragon and you want a big kind of spiky one, the males get a lot spikier on their backs and on their necks and have a lot more like vibrant colors under their armpits than the females do. So if you want a bigger lizard, and you try to get a male, but you won't know their gender until they're about 1 or 2 years old. My water dragon eats crickets with calcium supplement powder that you put on the crickets. And he also eats pinkies and like mealworms. So feeding him isn't that hard. He eats about 6 crickets a day. And when he was younger, he used to eat like 9. And they grow a lot more when they're younger. He's eaten 3 pinkies in a day before, so he does eat quite a bit. So plan on getting a bundle of food or going out every day to get them because they do eat quite a bit of food. So since he's a male and he's supposed to get about 3 feet, his enclosure is supposed to be 5 to 6 feet long, and I believe mine's 5 1/4. And that's so he has a lot of room to move around. The females, I see a lot of people just have females and they have them in smaller ones because the females only get 2 feet, so it's in between like 4 and 5 feet. But even when I got him and I didn't know his gender, I still got a bigger enclosure because, like I said before, you can't really sex them until they're about 1 or 2. So this is my enclosure as of right now, and it is about an 100-gallon aquarium with water in it that I have to add a little bit more water to. But my lizard is right over there. And water dragons are semi-aquatic, so they do swim. And a lot of the time mine will be swimming. For the lighting, I have this 2-headed light bulb. And this one is a UV, and this one is a heat lamp. And he does like to bask under there, right there, and on that plant, because this is also a heat lamp, and because my tank is large, I needed to add 2 to keep the temperature between 80 to 90, and at night time I shut it off. Water, I have a water heater in the back, and it keeps the water warm for my fish and my lizard. So when my lizard goes in it, he is warm. A big question I get is hand training. If you get them when they're young, I think I got him, I think he was 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 4 weeks old. It's a lot easier. Unless you get someone who actually handled their older one a lot. Because I hold him almost every day, and he actually responds to my voice. If I go over to his cage and say something, he will run towards me, and if my mom says something to him, he'll look at my mom. And my mom talks to him a lot, and my mom pets him too. But it's quite easy. They are really tame and easy lizards to handle, and they don't really, I mean, he's fast, so if he wants to run, he runs, and he runs pretty fast, but he doesn't really do that much right now. Do you? Yeah, he's a sweetie. He doesn't really. His name is Hannibal. And see, he doesn't even really react. I could just pet him, put my face close, grab him off my shoulder. And he's just sitting in my hand now. They're really easy. They're one of the easier lizards I've owned. Water dragons are pretty easy lizards. They're good to be held. Their temperature is pretty easy to maintain, especially if you mist it and just kind of spray some water in there every day on the sides of the glass. Help keep the humidity up. They do need a whole area where they can submerge their entire body, whether you're going to do what I did and fill part of your tank with water, or have like a dish big enough for them to go in. At least 1/3 of the tank should have land. So I have some land on my one side, but they like to climb, so I have some vines. And then a little platform for him to go on. A lot of his tank is water, but he still has a lot to climb on or sit on. And he also has like a little turtle floating platform in the back. So if you're going to get an enclosure or build an enclosure, because a lot of people will build their own enclosures, putting a tub in for him to go in, or your lizard to go in, to swim, as long as they can get their entire body into the water, it's a good thing. Well, that's the basics of caring for a Chinese water dragon. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'll try my best to answer them. And if you need any help taking care of yours, or if you want to get one, let me know and I can give you some more advice. Bye, guys.